What's up, everybody? Thank you for coming back to another episode. So, before I get into this one, just a heads up, you might hear some thunder in the background. I am recording this on a stormy night. Also, this might not seem like a huge deal to a lot of you guys, but we just passed 100 subs, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who comes back and subscribes. I know 100 is not a lot, but, for me, that's amazing, and I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the videos. But for today's episode, today's episode originally was supposed to be a rune crafting episode, but I got tired of Guardians of Rift after, I don't know, like 60 games. So we're going to go ahead and do Lizardman Shamans. Now, there is a few things I want to go over before we get to that portion of the video. First things first, they are located in the Kebos lowlands. We're doing the Lizardman Temple. The best way to get here is Fairy Ring CIR. You can bank in the farming guild if you have 45 farming to enter. But another thing is you do require tier 5 Shazian armor. The best way to do that is actually to come over here to this little spot right here and just fight the tier 1 to tier 5. It takes like 15 minutes, very quick. But now let's get to them so we can actually show you what to do. Now, one of the requirements, especially if you're ranging, is 61 range, but I would highly recommend to have 75 range so you can use a blowpipe, and then of course 40 prayer, and then don't forget you also need 100% Shazian favor. But other than that, they don't really have any big requirements other than those items. So let's get into this 10 hours and see how we do. As you can see at the beginning of the 10 hours, my gear is a little bit different. So one main thing we are trying to get while we're here, if we can get it, is a Dragon Warhammer. It's a 1 in 5,000 drop rate. It is worth around 27 mil right now. Oh, also the gear I'm using full Shazian, a Fury, blowpipe, and the assembler, because that is basically the best gear in here. I am not going to be using a archer's ring, basically because I can't imbue one, so I don't see a reason to use one. But let's get this 10 hours started. Now the mechanic of these are very simple. If they jump up, you run away. If they spawn the purple things, you run away again. The purple things will stop following you at some point. By the 8-hour mark, I have basically got this figured out to a science. My inventories are lasting about an hour. Now, with these, you also have to basically alch everything. Don't worry, I am keeping track of my GP with a notepad. But 6 hours in, we're actually doing pretty well. I think we had about 350 kills-ish by this point. And then finally, their mechanics start to really bug me by this point, because they would jump every single time I would hit, or they would just spawn purple things continuously, and it really started to annoy me. Now at this point, I just got back from a busy weekend. My loot tab reset, so I lost all the loot. I can't remember how many kills I had. I think I had like 480 by this point. But we kept going. We hit 2 hours left. And finally, we hit that hour mark, or the final hour, and we completed it. No Dragon Warhammer this episode. Now, we did get 653 kills total in the 10 hours. We averaged 65 kills per hour. Now, we made 4.37 mil in total in the 10 hours. Now, we did spend quite a bit on supplies. We spent 2.96 mil in total on supplies. So if you subtract that, that's only 1.3 mil profit in 10 hours. But hold on. Now, you do have the chance at the Dragon Warhammer if you do stay up to 600 to 700 kills every 10 hours. That means you should get one in 80 to 90 hours. On top of all the extra GP, this actually comes out to about 600 to 800k an hour. Plus, on top of that, you also get 45 to 60k XP per hour. So I do highly think this is worth it, especially if you're just trying to make some side cash while training your range. This is fast range XP, and it is also profitable. Other than that, I don't think I got anything else to say on these. I'm not looking forward to doing it on the Iron Man for a Dragon Warhammer on him. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave me a comment what you guys thought, what you guys think of the Lizardman Shaman as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.